Welcome back for yet another exciting C# YouTube tutorial. In this very small and quick sample, I'm going to show you how a user can enter a number in here and figure out if it's even or odd. And I'm going to show you not one but two ways to do it. One using a traditional if and one using a shortcut if. Form is pretty much the same. Don't need to get into that. Let's take a look at the code here. Notice we have some data validation. We declare all the variables up front. We have the data validation and conversion here. We have the compute/conditional logic and step number 4 in my 4 easy steps, and you too can have a C# code that works. You output. Okay, so we take in the text box and we convert it to an integer and put into here. If it does not work, do this. Have a message box pop up, the message, the title, an OK button, exclamation. If it does work, we drop down to here. Very simple. Notice the parentheses. I divide, modulus division, the number you entered by 2. If there's no remainder, we put even into the message, else odd, and then we have a little message box that pops up and shows them the answer. Okay, let's put a breakpoint right here so we can see what goes on. And let's run it. Okay, I'm going to put in a bad number just so we can demonstrate the error handling. We come in here, we attempt to convert 100x. Notice the quotes around 100x down below in this gray area right there. That cannot be converted to integer. It's not allowed. So we're going to step through the code hitting an F10. Message box pops up. Notice here's the message, here's the title, the message buttons. Message box buttons is OK. Message box icon is exclamation. That's how we control the title, the message, the icon, and the OK. Notice the code skips out and leaves. I'm going to hit F5. Okay, I'm going to correct this. I'm going to click here. You know and I know that 100 can be converted to integer. We come here, we do the math. 100 modulus division 2 yields a remainder equal to 0. Notice the parens here is for the math, the computation. This paren and this paren is for the if statement. We put even into the message and we say 100 is even. Let's put in 101. Oh, I'm back here. See the little debug? I gotta hit F5. Okay, so I come back up here. I'm going to put 101 in. We know it's a valid number. Notice this is not equal to 0. That's why we come down to the else. We put odd, and we get that message. Beautiful. Pretty straightforward. Let's go take a look at how we can write these lines of code in one line. I'm going to go back to the form. We're going to look at shortcut. Up to here, we declare just like we did before. We validate and convert. But notice right here is the only difference. This is the same down here. For comparison, let me show you what we coded before. We said do the math. 100 modulus division 2. If the remainder is equal to 0, even gets assigned. If we do this and it's false, we put odd. Look at the code here. We take the if statement right here and we put it right here. If this calculation, modulus 2, equals 0, we take even and we assign it to message. If this is false, notice the colon is the false and it goes here. These lines of code have all been collapsed into here. And let's put a breakpoint right here. We already know the validation, so let's put one right here and we'll see what happens. We put in 100. I click find using shortcut. We come in here and I'm going to step through the code using an F10. And what happened was even was put into there. And we get even because it did the math and it comes here and assigns it. Let's do 101. I'm going to hit F5. I'm going to change it. Well, it'll be interesting. We'll make it 51. I come in here. I step through the code. This evaluation was done and it should be false. This is the else. This is the true. And there you go. Isn't that beautiful?